In today's video, we're going to do some double-reefed mainsail only sailing. So on this day, I've been sailing for a while with a double-reefed main and a severe weather or 80% jib. And the boat is, just getting to the point where it's overpowered. I'm sailing with the mainsail sheeted way out and, with the top twisted out and basically flogging. And it's still hard to keep her on her feet. So I decide to go ahead and go hove to and take down the headsail. And so first I take down the double-reefed main and then basically just let the boat drift as I take down the headsail. So once I get the headsail down, I go ahead and stow it, and then I still have to remove the sheets with the stopper knots. So I got to take those sheets off and then go ahead and stow the sail. And then, once I'm ready to sail again, it's very easy to raise a double-reefed mainsail because it's just not a lot of sailcloth. And so all I do is I sheet the boom way out and then just raise the sail. So I get going again. And so now I am sailing with a double-reefed mainsail only. And so you'll see right away the boat is a lot flatter. Now, granted, you have to adjust things a little bit because, before I was sailing with a lot of twist in the main, with the top twisted out. So here I tighten down the vang a little bit to take some of that twist out. So when you have a closed leech, you typically get more heeling. So you open the leech and add twist to reduce the heel. And that works great when you have a headsail to contribute to the driving force. But in this case, since I'm just sailing mainsail only, I want to get as much power as I can out of that mainsail. And so I take the twist out and close the leech, which powers up the main a little bit more. And I'm not worried about inducing more heel because I have very little sail area up. So there are advantages and disadvantages to sailing mainsail only. Some of the advantages, of course, are that you have less heeling because you have less sail area up. It's also a lot easier to manage because you don't have the headsail to deal with or the sheets of the headsail every time you tack, flapping around and getting tangled up onto things. So it's very easy to tack or to jibe with just a mainsail only because it's just it's less to manage. It's also it's more relaxed, and the boat will sail more upright. Some of the disadvantages though are that of course the boat's going to be a lot slower because you have less sail area, so you're creating less power and less lift. So the boat is going to be much slower than it is with a headsail. Also, you're not going to be able to point as well. So if you try to sail, really close hauled into the wind, the boat's going to slow down a lot, and you may get to the point where you lose steering control because you just don't have enough water flowing over the rudder, and then the boat will bear away. And then also it can be difficult to tack because, again, as you point into the wind, you lose a lot of power. And so what I do when I tack mainsail only is typically I'll turn down onto a beam reach to gain some speed, and then I'll tack beam reach to beam reach. And so you can see here when I'm trying to tack the boat, it's barely got enough speed to make the turn, with the bow through the wind. And then when I make the turn, the boat actually starts going downwind, like the boat is moving backwards, basically sliding down with the waves. And so I lose a lot of headway when I make this tack. And you can see it on my track. I was on a port tack. I executed the tack, went on to a starboard tack, and then I started sliding downwind until I got the boat up to speed again. And so I continue on a starboard tack, basically at a close reach, so not pointing quite as high into the wind. So the other disadvantage of sailing mainsail only that I didn't mention earlier is that you lose the ability to go hove to because you need a headsail to backwind in order to go into the hove to position. So you have to keep sailing the boat when you're mainsail only. Now, you may be able to tie off the tiller and, go into like a beam reach or something like that. But if you need to stop sailing the boat, then you're going to have to take down your mainsail. So as you can see, sailing mainsail only, it's very relaxed, it's less stressful, the boat's a lot easier to manage, but it is very slow. So at this point, I'm less than a mile from the southernmost point of the lake, and of course the wind is coming from the south. So it's amazing that in such a short distance these waves are able to build up like this. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.